Greetings, everyone. I want to greet you with lots of love, peace, and positivity. My name is Lenon, and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning on in. I hope you're doing well. I want to thank everyone. Bill Cosby, sentenced to 3 to 10 years for aggravated indecent assault. And I want to give you guys my thoughts on all of this. And what I want to do is I want to take it step by step and kind of go through each one of these sentences one by one, because there's some very important lessons that we're going to be able to learn from this. I think that it's important to have these conversations, and I want to share something with you all. And the reason why these conversations are so very important nowadays is because we're living in a different time. How you conduct yourself matters. How you treat women matters. How you see women matters. How you see yourself matters. How you see manhood. How you see fatherhood. What does that mean to you? The truth of the matter is, had Bill Cosby lived a sexually disciplined life, had he developed a genuine respect for women, had he fully committed himself to his wife, had he not maintained long-standing friendships with misogynists such as Hugh Hefner, who was a glorified pimp, had he not used his clout and status in the entertainment industry to gain access to countless younger women for his own sexual needs, had he not drugged women, which he admitted to in 2005, to satisfy his own sexual perversions, we're going to get into that a little bit later on, then Bill Cosby would not be going to prison for sexual assault today. We're talking about a pattern of behavior, and what does it mean to be a man? What does it mean to be a husband? What does it mean to be a father? That's what we're talking about here. And you young men, you better learn this lesson now. Can you be a good father while having extramarital affairs? Can you be a good husband while having extramarital affairs? And these are critical questions that you young men need to begin to think about and ponder now. You define it however you want to. It's up to you. What I am saying is that if you define it along the lines of sexual predation, that ultimately your goal is to have sex and to prey upon women in terms of to fulfill your sexual gratification, you're gonna get hemmed up, as we used to say. You're gonna get yourself caught up in a whole lot of trouble. And is it worth it in the end? No, it's not worth it in the end. Look at Bill Cosby. You know, I hear people say things like, well, you know, the women, they took the drugs. That the women knew what they were doing. That the women, this is what they wanted. They wanted to be drugged for some reason. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the most those are some of the most presumptuous arguments that I've heard thus far. And when we get deeper into this in terms of sexual behavior, we're going to have to really think critically about what that really means. When people say things like that, what are you really saying in essence in life? How are we going to even get started in that process if we're defending men of this type of character? Irrespective of whether or not you believe he's guilty or innocent of being a rapist, a drug dealer, for some of y'all, that's what you say. He's just a drug dealer. He's not drugging women. Well, if you're giving them and they think it's one thing, or you tell them that it's okay, and you've taken in their confidence, no, you are purposely drugging them for a reason. It has to do with power and control and sexual deviancy and wanting to dominate them while they're unconscious. I'm so tired of people, especially, I'm sorry, black folk, we need to cut this shit out. Stop defending black men who are engaged in self-destructive and destructive behaviors, especially in the context of the black family. Stop defending it. Bill Cosby spent so much time, I'm just going to say it like he said, talking shit about poor black people. And these black women out here having all these babies, all these men, and having these babies out of, well, you done did the same shit. What are you talking about? And these black men out here, and they're killing each other over a pound of pound cake, which isn't true. Just utterly ridiculous. Think about this for a moment. These black men, they're uneducated, they don't know how to read, and they're killing each other, and they're pants sagging off their butts and all this. Okay, well, look, that all sounds great. The point is the level of hypocrisy. Because look how you've been living. Just living a sexually promiscuous lifestyle, cheating on your wife, being out there like that, betraying your family in essence, and then trying to put yourself in this position as if you're like holier than everybody else, and that somehow you become so self-righteous. But look at where you're at now. It's a pattern of behavior. You young men, y'all better hear me on this. Carlo Ferrigno, Bodybuilder Lou Ferrigno's wife and a former Playboy bunny, Ferrigno said on Inside Edition that she was on a double date with Cosby and his wife Camille, but was left alone with Cosby, who tried to give her a drink and forcibly kiss her in 1967 when she was 18 years old. Y'all seeing that? Do you guys see a pattern of behavior? Charlotte Fox, number 20, as an actress in her 20s. In the 1970s, Fox said in a statement that she was an extra in Uptown Saturday Night and met Cosby, etc., etc., etc. You see this playing with itself over and over again. Y'all see my point? Tamara Green, she was 19. Chloe Goins, she was 18. All of these ladies are lying? And if they're all lying, all 60, don't you think that Bill Cosby would be in a position to sue all of their asses for defamation and have them all in jail? He'll do that. There's a reason why. Because not all of them are lying. Again, regardless of what you may believe about Bill Cosby's guilt or innocence, you can't defend this man's character. I don't give a shit how you try to spin this. You can't defend his character. 23, 24, Helen Hayes. 25, 26, Michelle Hurd. The list goes on 27, 28, 18 when she went to New York in 1989. How old was Bill Cosby in 1989? She met Cosby, who pressured her into a sex act and paid her $700 for it. She said a series of encounters with Cosby followed, leaving her with trust and self-esteem issues for decades. This is another pattern too. He was about 51 or 52 years old. Here we have a 51-year-old man allegedly paying an 18-year-old girl for sex, but he pressured her into the sex act. We can say all of these women are lying, but is that reasonable to say that all these women are lying? Do I believe all these women are telling the truth? No. But I believe that enough of them are telling the truth to recognize that Bill Cosby was a serial rapist. Here we have a 51, 52-year-old man, and he's preying upon younger ladies, 18 years old. This woman was not lying. This woman was not lying. Now, some of these women that they've actually spoken, and I've seen, and I was like, you know what, this woman right here, she is not telling the truth. She may be telling part of the truth, but she's not telling the whole truth. But this lady right here, Sunny Wells, you guys look her up and you'll see when she actually speaks and how she speaks and the manner in which she speaks. This lady is telling the truth. Drugs being used so as to render a woman, and it could be a man though too, depending on the situation, render a man unable to resist sexual advances. Okay, that's called rape.